Oh, the Commandant I do.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
I already dislike her. I couldn't help but notice the bounty posting on Phineas Wells.
The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what fors of his location, Udon Bedford would surely like to hear it.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Is this Wells fellow a famous criminal or something?
To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
Okay, so she's employed by Groundbreaker, not the board. That's good to know. And I'm interested in that McRed bounty.
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
I'll take the job. I'll take it.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Sounds good. What bounties do you have available?
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
Okay, I'll be on my way then. What's he doing in there? He's supposed to be in disguise. I don't think he's supposed to be in there. Private Flores?
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
I could use some work. Any pointers?
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck.
I'll do that.
Anything
Thank
else
you very
I can
much.
help you with, mister?
So much for a not buggy game. What can you... Oh, Chief Tennyson?
Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing.
What's she like? Is she a good boss?
Good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles Groundbreaker's facing. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose. But she tries her best to do right by folks, and that's what matters.
I get it. Fascinating. Oh, why do you want to know that, Pavati?
No reason. Don't you trouble yourself over it, Captain.
That was very convincing, miss. I think your captain almost
Yeah,
bought it.
well said. I think she obviously wants to go and work under this this captain, but or this engineer. Don't hassle my crew, kid.
Yes, sir, of course. I'm sorry if I overstepped. Was just having fun is all. Didn't mean anything by it.
I look after the crew. Fascinating. Anyway.
Right. Back to business.
So, see you around. So, she's in there now. Right. Instead of me having to sneak through with a disguise on, maybe you can just grab the stuff you need whilst you're in there. I find that quite funny. Right, so there's a journal. What I'd really like if... hang on, let me make sure I'm facing the right. So it looks like it's in here. I'd love it if it showed the quest objectives on the map. That's what I'd really like. Rather than having to select the individual one. That'd be so handy. Who goes there? That's him. The solution vital. I've got a companion quest. I think it's this one, isn't it? Track down the scholar. The security terminal on Groundbreaker's restricted area. Finding a Mardet ID cartridge will allow you to use... Right, so this one. I'm going to do this.
Here we go again.
It's somewhere...
No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You are hearing things.
Saying there's one here?
No, seriously. There was a lot of...
I didn't even need to sneak in. Okay. You found an ID cartridge to use with a holographic shroud. You'll now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area.
Static at first, but then this voice said his name.
I don't have to equip
Brand?
said shroud, do I? I'm guessing not. No. And this is now saying... think I just have to get into the terminal, right? As long as we're quick.
Podcasting on a dead world full of monsters.
Hang on. Quick save.
Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Jesus Christ, that scared me. I thought it was like the alarms going off. Your holographic shroud is activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Right. So where's the shroud at then? That thing at the bottom? Okay. I got 13 meters. Can I go through that? I can pick the lock.
Nicely done.
Oh, they're disguised as well. I suddenly thought they were...
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest.
Okay. Let's yank the drive. Inject docking records. Okay. Confiscated goods. Ooh, nice. Detained a freelancer who was cagey about his business. Confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol, hatchet, metal hoop, prayer beads. Prayer beads. This is interesting. Locked container. Owner refused inspection. He fled before we could get down to it, left his things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never. Security logs. Sublight put a bid in on one of our impounds, generous one too. Negotiate for the unusual finder's fee, and then give Lily a salvage. Brawl at the Lost Hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne ship impounded by order of Udon Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that bored snake, so they really don't like him. Or whoever written this doesn't. A guy from the back bays roughed up the Moon Kid. The Moon Kid. Raving mad warned me that the moon was going to bring about the end times. He was flying high in whatever McRed goes down there. Okay.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
There's a lot of hostile looking people there. We have. So, before I move, it now says... What's the next part of the objective? Speak with Max as he hacks the security... Right, can I don't want to move any further than I have to. Talk.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
You hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
I guess. It all seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Like you sometimes get a sense for bullshit that your companions are telling you as well. Sounds good. Let's go. So, it did say something about that guy's... It's not in there, is it? No. That confiscated pistol and stuff. Their cells. Do I want to try and sneak past? If I do this, I'm almost certain... Oh, hang on. Let's pick the lock. I mean, I'm technically...
Deft hands, Cap.
I'm gonna take a look. Looking sharp.
Okay. He heard it. Ah, there's all sorts of stuff over there. I can't take the stuff. I'm going to get caught. What's that? Oh, it's the hoop. I'm going to get caught doing this.
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Well, let's do this. I really don't know what this is going to do.
Great work.
Oh, it's out the other side. Excellent. Oh, that's nice. That's handy. Oh, that's so handy. So I can just run back in and get that back. Excellent. And no one can see a thing now. Ha ha. It's all mine. Yep. I'm going to take the whole lot. That's empty. See, he can't see me, so I'm just going to grab this. Got the prayer beads. I just wondered if I might need to grab this guy's stuff. Sneaky. Very sneaky. You see, actually, he's just there. I'm going to take the hoop. The question is, if I went and looked in... Oh, he's there. Goodbye. Quick, quick. Someone watch the door. We're sorted. We're good. We've got it all. Nothing to see here. Oh, I like that. It looks like we're going to be doing some stealing. Right, I'm just going to instantly sell the junk. Which is this bit. Right? Junk. We haven't got much. That was... I thought that was the theme tune to Thomas the Tank Engine then. I don't know if you guys could hear it, because I know I've got the volume turned a little bit down for streaming, but that was kind of funky. Right, okay, so we've done some nice bit of theft. We need the next quest. Who goes there? Based on the bounty listing, Captain McCred was last sighted. Let's take a look at the map. Not too far away. What else have we got? The Solution Vital, which was Corporal Wheeler at Groundbreaker Customs. Asked you to update Dr. Dorset. Is that closer? It's in that direction. Drinking Sapphire Wine is not here. Where the hell is that one? Keen to meet Groundbreaker's engineer. She's asked you to take her... Okay. She should be somewhere down there. The Empty Man is to go to Monarch. The Cleaning Machine. Roseway. Okay. And the Salvager in the Sky. Let's do that one. Where's the botched ones? There's still no botched quests. That's a shame. I want to see some botched quests. Don't worry about the quests. Just wander around. Nothing. I'll put an objective in so I've got something to aim for. And I think... Who goes there? Based on the bounty listing, Captain McCred. He's not too far away, so we've got something to aim for. But yeah, we'll have a wander around and see what we can find in here. I'll try not to get myself into too much trouble. Let's use that sprint, eh? That's not even classed as stealing.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed.
Propaganda much?
The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
Thanks for that. Okay. What's that? Chairman Rockwell took time out from his busy schedule today to talk to us about Minister Clark and his impact on the colony. Working with Minister Clark has been truly wonderful these past 8 years, he said. His predecessor did a fine job, but Clark's brilliance cannot be overstated. The early retirement program is just the latest in a long line of initiatives he has spearheaded that will ensure Halcyon continues to be the envy of all the outer colonies. We couldn't agree more, Mr. Chairman. Corporate bollocks. Oh, there's someone in here. Okay, this is like a sleeping area. Does it count as... Quick save. I want to see. I can steal when they're asleep. Okay, that's fine then. Assuming no one else comes in. How do I get that? Actually, it was rather easy. Anything else? Steal a purple berry bunch. And that. And let's have a look at that. Media circus surrounds circus time clowns. The politics of tossball have grown increasingly turbulent of late, with the circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team. Asked to comment on the upheaval, the Owners' League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in their organisational rearrangement. When questioned about the values of this overhauled team, a representative from the clowns stated that their goal remains the same as ever: toss, ball, win, repeat. Does tossball ever come into this end? Do you ever get to watch or take part or gamble on it? Anything? Ah, big doors. Oh, nice. That's nice.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
I'm an unsavory type. An ad drone. Don't want to talk to it.
Mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
A hard cider for a hard life. Okay, let's go take a look.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Triple flakes and purple berry.
Who have we got? Just random stevedores? I don't know why they're called stevedores. Is there something that explains somewhere? What was this, by the way? Welcome to Drink Efficiently. Nope, no tossing action. Who have we got? Stevedore. Vera Krivenek. And... Server. Okay, let's go proper behind the bar here.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
Can't we just open a window? I don't suppose you know a way I could get to Stellar Bay on Monarch?
Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corpse pulled back to Terra 2.
Do you know why?
It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off for fun. Might all be board propaganda, though.
I
if
believe
you're
so.
aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board don't like them that truck with Monarch. But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. She'll fix you up.
We're looking for Gladys, actually. A stevedore is a dock worker or similar. Is that a word that we use in this world? It's not just something that's made up for the game, then? Because I've honestly never heard of it before. All the traders in the system come through here. Heard anything interesting?
Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space?
That's a good question, actually. What's this heat issue I hear people complaining?
The radiators. They're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Sounds like you might have an issue with your thermal control system.
Couldn't say. And I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
I'll fix it. So stevedore is a newer word for docker since the rise of shipping containers, according to Wikipedia. Oh, okay, thanks. I've learned something new. I never heard of that before. Maybe I can do something about that.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Jun Lei in engineering.
Will do. See what you got for trade.
What ain't I got?
Just going to be drinks and stuff? Yeah, I'm not really interested. Sell. Do I even want to sell anything? No, I don't. Let's come out of that. It's creepy how your companions go from being over there to suddenly warping over there.
There's your drink, man. If you want anything else.
It's locked. It's above my pay grade. Is that one? Nice how they just let me randomly wander around the back quarters of a pub without asking any questions. Oh, excuse me. Didn't mean to interrupt. Is he finished? Throwing up? Oh, they're not classed as stealing. Okay, that's fine then. I'll leave them in peace. Leave the door open, let a little air in there.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the fall.
So that was a shitty looking rest and go. You thought it was a cigar repository? But that's a humidor? Oh, okay. It's another word I've not come across.
Upstairs room?
Milo Ottinger.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
I wasn't even sure if that was a joke. Do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Thank you very much. I'll be on my way. First on the left, or second on the right. So I'm guessing it's that one. Hang on. Hang on, I'm going to have a look in, though. Who are you? Ephraim Maywood. Talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
You sure about that? I didn't actually mean to do that. Okay, we've got a named character in there. Let's shut them two in. Hang on. Oh, they come out the door. Okay. I wanted to see what was going to happen there. This is just, like, free. Free to anyone who wants it. This is so kind. Model spaceship.
This is Halcyon News.
Spacer. And... oh, Pavati's already in it. Gladys! Oh, we have got to get into that. We have got to get into that somehow. Is this stealable?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
The best, then. Oh, okay, there's not much to talk to here. Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
There's nothing lacking about my bits. Pay 10,000 bits? Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
Qualms about morals? I don't think so. Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway.
Ah.
And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Max? We need to go there. Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Maybe it's some sort of automated message.
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
Interesting. Interesting. If it's a corporate town with something to hide, why the SOS?
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, Might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Okay, good point. So you need someone to snoop around for you?
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
These famous cookies. Okay. You can count me in.
Law bless
Count
your
me in,
atoms.
I meant to say.
Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Excellent. What other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Let's have a look. And let's see what she's got for trade.
I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
Oh, what? Oh, have I just leveled up? Play that sound effect. That's going to be one of those iconic level up sounds, like the Final Fantasy VII Victory sound and the Witcher quest completed sound. I think it's my prediction. We're going to hear a lot of that sound on Twitch and YouTube, I think. Right, anyway. Hell is that? Purpleberry Munch. Dried purple berries. 200% natural health regen for 20 seconds. Making me feel a bit hungry, actually. We've got some special weapons. Do I need to have... you cannot purchase this restricted stock. Do I have to have above certain reputation with these people to buy these things? Not that I want it, but... Weapons. A bolter pistol. Anything cool looking? Not really. Oh, I should be on the buy one, sorry. Just that. A salvager's helper, spacer's choice. Actually, that looks kind of nice. Handguns, a lot of DPS. It's a lot of money. Special effects. Mag 2 melt. That's okay. Well, we don't need it. We don't need it, so coming out of there. I want to know what's in that safe so badly. I don't think they'll appreciate it, though, if I just help myself.